All right, everyone. Welcome to Scratch Challenge number 7, broadcasting. So all I've done to get started is I've started with a backdrop on my stage, and I have two sprites. I have Scratchy the cat and a bat. So one way to think about a broadcast is to think about it like a message that's sent by the cat that can be received by absolutely anything within Scratch. So it could be received by another sprite. It can be received by the background. So to kind of give you an example of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with events, and my focus right now is on Scratch the cat. So I'm going to make this when this sprite's clicked. So when the user clicks on the sprite, what I'm going to do is I'm going to now make a broadcast. The broadcasts are actually still found in events. I'm get it to broadcast message 1, and instead of calling it message 1, let's give it something a bit more descriptive. Let's call it fly. So when this sprite is clicked, or when Scratchy the cat is clicked, Scratchy is going to broadcast the message fly. So what's going to happen is the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to get the bat to flap its wings. So I'm going to go over to the bat, and you're going to use the message or the event called when I receive. And so it already is preset to the last broadcast you made. This is I can select different broadcasts. So when I receive fly, and let's get to do a couple things. So the first thing I'm going to get it to do is let's make this look like the bat's flying. I'm going to get the bat to move 10 steps. And the bat's got 2 costumes. So bat 1's got 2 costumes. It's got this costume and a bat B. So all I'm going to do is I'll go into looks and just go to next costume. This is nice and simple. So when bat receives the message fly, it's going to move 10 steps and go to the next costume. So here we go. I click on Scratch, and you can see that the bat is flying. And that's a nice and easy example of a broadcast right there. So I'm just going to pull in another sprite. And the nice thing about broadcast is you can actually have multiple sprites kind of receive a broadcast. So I'm going to pull in another bat. We'll get the other bat in here. This guy right here. Bat 2. We'll get bat 2 in here. So bat 1 flew to the side. We'll get bat 2 to fly up. So again, we go to event. When I receive fly, what we'll do is we'll say, okay, when I receive fly, I'm going to go with, let's go with change Y by 10. So we'll get them to fly up. And we'll use the same move from before, just to go to next costume. And here we go. I have my 2 bats flying by clicking on Scratch. So the way this is working, to kind of explain it, is when you click on Scratch the cat, imagine like Scratch the cat yelling the word fly. And then these 2 sprites, because we've programmed them to listen, they're listening for the fly, and so they can move 10 steps. Now, I'm going to do one more broadcast just to show you, and I hope this doesn't make this too confusing. But I'm going to make, let's say, for the bat. Let's say the person clicks on the bat. So when this sprite's clicked, I'm going to get it to broadcast. I'm actually going to get the bat to say hello for 2 seconds, and then broadcast a new message, and we'll call this new message hello. So when we click on this bat, what's going to happen is it's going to say hello, and it's going to broadcast hello. So do that. After it says hello, nothing else happens because no one's listening to the hello. So let's make Scratchy the cat listen for hello. So when Scratchy receives fly, that's not what we're listening for. We're listening for hello. When Scratchy receives hello, we're going to put in a, let's go with a say, hi there, bat. 2 seconds. This is good with everybody. So now, when I click on Scratchy, the bats fly because Scratchy broadcasts the message fly. If I click on the bat, what's going to happen is the bat is going to say something and then broadcast the message hello. Says something for 2 seconds and then broadcasts hello, which causes Scratchy to say hi there, bat. And you know what? We could even get Scratchy to then broadcast something after this. So, and this is a way that you can get one sprite to control other sprites. So here's my example. Or it's also a way that you can get sprites to have a conversation back and forth. And you see, you can get it to happen over and over again. I can keep clicking on Scratchy, and keep scratching on, or keep clicking on the bats. One other thing you can do that's kind of neat is, let's say you have your stage. So right now in the stage, I've got 2 backdrops. I've got the woods and I've got the backdrops. I'm gonna add one more. Let's add, let's see here. Let's get these, maybe they'll go to a starry night. We'll see if that works. Good, so now we've got 3 backdrops. We've got backdrop 1, woods and stars. So I'm gonna make it that when this bat is clicked, so we'll just do that real quick. When this sprite is clicked, we're gonna broadcast new message, and we'll call this change background. Good. Okay. So when we click on this bat, it's going to broadcast a message called change background. And now we're going to actually get the stage. When I receive change background, go to looks, and we'll switch drop 2 stars and be happy. So now when you click on Scratchy, the bats fly. When you click on bat 1, there's a conversation that happens. When you click on bat number 2, you can change the background, and bat number 2 kind of disappears. And that's a way that you can change. You can do game over. You know, you can do lots of different things with broadcast. So what I'd like you to do for your challenge is, I would like you to, there's 2 different ways you do this challenge. So the first option for your challenge is that you can have 2 characters have a conversation back and forth using broadcast. That's one form of the challenge. So, you know, you could have, you could click on your one character and there could be a conversation we've done here. And, you know, get the 2 characters to say more than just 2 things, like full conversation. If you want to make it really tricky, bring in another or a third character. Challenge number 2 is that you should have, you know, 3 or 4 different sprites on your stage. And when you click on one, it gets the other 3 or 4 characters to all do something different. So when you click the one character, it broadcasts a message, and that makes all the different characters to do something different. They could pixelate, they could whirl, they could fisheye, they could change color, they could move, anything that you wish to happen when you click on each one of the different sprites. So you can see each one of my sprites caused something different to happen. And in your other possibility for that, you could click on any of the sprites and different things could happen. I look forward to seeing the results of challenge number 7, and good luck.